the truth gets twisted. The streets listen.
Welcome to the Symposium on Excellence by Design. Our Folkrock community is on strategic investments and driving development across Africa. Together, we will build sustainable growth and excellence. As we explore excellence by design, we must consider tourism. This requires strategic funding as outlined in these documents. And let's not forget the vital role of the diaspora.
Pull up. It's time to follow the money. Receipt Show with KKC.
Slick tonight. Good thing I'm wearing the quiet shoes. The city never sleeps. Just hides things in the puddles. Huh. That's my signal. They want the truth? I'm on my way.
Pull up, team. Assemble.
Pull up where it all comes together. Every receipt, every message, every dollar. Each one a point on the line. Watch how they connect. Follow the money and the picture clears. And at the end of the trail, that's the truth.
Receipt pulled. Breaking it down. Evidence loaded. Now we know. Let's pull up, team.
They love to talk. I move on proof. Show me the receipts. The squad behind me, fact check everything. No cap, just facts. Pull up.
Time to clear the air.
Your truth is just a voice.
And listen close. We got the receipts.
That won't save you.
Truth versus deception, and we don't lose.
Team, time to end the truth stream pod!
Being locked.
Let's shut him down. Take this! He's freaking apart! Receipts don't lie.
Numbers tell one story. A seat like this tells another. It's not just gold and weight. It's decisions. Every word counts up here.
Your receipt leaves a mark. Every document has a fingerprint. Follow the numbers long enough, and the story writes itself. The trail doesn't lie.
Stay tight.
Truth data fire! Launch it!
Pull up, team! The city's ours tonight!
Let's go!
Look at him roar!
Let it go!
Baby! Victory!
Bar just hit 100. Hold steady. Here comes the truth.
Truth incoming.
Clearing up. Step in.
Identity confirmed.
That's our guy. We pulled the curtain tonight.
Hustling.
Bank trail locked. Receipts flagged.
Here we go.
The breakdown begins. Corruption sequence initiated. Not today.
Right, truth data form.
Pull up, team, go! Feel the truth!
Truth counterattack activated. The last receipt. Truth over everything. Case closed. Truth wins.
Peace, peace. It's your boy KKC, and we're back like your right shoulder blade. We never left. Shout out to the pull-up team and everybody that's in the chat right now. You are tuned in to an episode of The Receipt Show with your boy KKC as we get ready to talk about Umar Johnson's 2023 Limbe deal exposed. Black Americans fund tourist resorts that launched in 2024. Well, we're going to talk about it. Let's go ahead and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and join the pull-up team. Yes, it's Friday. We made it to the end of the week, good people, and I only got 2 strands of hair left, and I'm bald-headed. That's crazy. What's going on to everybody that's out there? Let's see who is in the chat right now. We got Academic in the house. Sassy is in the house. Shout out to the beautiful Bernice. She is in the house. We got Miss Independent in the house. 100% Real Man is in the house. I See You True Dove is in the house. Who else we got? Lowry IRL is in the house. Hello, Sasha. I See You. She is in the house. Real is in the house. Says, love you, Umar. Oh, my. Shout out to Edward. He's in the house. And you two up in the clouds are in the house. Listen, a lot of people don't know the story of when Umar went to Limbe, Cameroon, and got these people to build a resort. That's right, he got these people to build the Gilgal Towers. At least that's what they say. Now, I've been doing some research and I've been trying to figure out what's going on. I even tried to book, a stay at the hotel. And, I'm just going to leave it to you guys. Is this situation real or are we being played? I really don't know. So we are going to take a look at what happened back in 2023 when Umar Johnson went over to Limbe, Cameroon. It is West Africa, but understand it is not Ghana. Ghana is its own story where Umar Johnson got his citizenship, the dual citizenship over in Ghana and here. So that's a whole nother situation. But if you remember, Umar was pictured in some royal garments, if you will. He took a picture as he was King Jafar from Coming to America. Well, that took place around the same time he was over in Ghana, but it was actually in Limbe. So we got to get into all of this. If you remember this story, please put an 8 in the chat. If you don't know the story, put a 9 in the chat. But we are going to get into the Africa deal. Also, join the pull-up team because tonight we are going to be talking about Sister Hanara. That's the lady in this green skirt. Who is she and how does she play a part in the Umar Johnson FDMG saga? So much to get into today right here on the Receipt Show. So please hit that like button if you haven't already. And grab your libations if you can. Go ahead and shut that office door. Turn up the volume because guess what? You are tuned into the Receipt Show with your boy, KKC.
get the renovations together. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash.
Business symposium on tourism and building excellence took place at the Giga Tower Hotel, Newtown, Limbe, Friday, September 22nd, 2023.
Connect the diaspora, our friends outside of Cameroon, bring them back home, invest in Cameroon, especially in Limbe, particularly in Limbe. An action committee to follow up on the recommendations that were made today, which means that we intend to have a follow-up meeting and more. And the guest speaker himself has said he will return. So our plan is to have results by the time he comes back. We are not going to be just talking, we're going to be acting on our recommendations.
It saw the presence of administrative authorities and political dignitaries. The different participants gave different presentations on tourism, diaspora networking by His Excellency Lawal Bapa, agriculture by the chairman of the Cameroon Development Corporation, Hope Sona Ebai, banking and finance by Dr. Foban Raphael, real estate by Mr. Boyo Atabong, building excellence by Professor P.K. Titanji. Meanwhile, a keynote speech was done by the guest speaker, Dr. Umar Johnson Infantunde.
I think that Cameroon has to market itself better to the diaspora. Because when you think of destinations on the continent for Africans in the diaspora, Cameroon is not one of the top countries you hear of, and it should be, because you guys have everything that is necessary for one to get a full tourist experience. So I think a lot of it is simply marketing. In addition to that, I think that a lot of the institutions we need as a people, the schools, the banks, the hospitals, the supermarkets, I believe we can build them. And we have the intelligence and the technology in America. We also have the intelligence right here on the soil, but America has the finance. We have to organize the black dollar for there to be black power. And I think we need to really have an economic renaissance where American Africans are able to invest in Africa, because African countries make it easy for them to do so. The problem right now, it's not efficient. There's no vehicle that we know of that we can directly invest in to help improve the condition of the continent. We need a black bank just for the diaspora in Cameroon, just for the diaspora, where we can come and put our money and the government can tap into that. Brothers and sisters in Cameroon who need business loans, small and large, they they could tap into that capital that the American Africans are putting into their personal bank accounts.
Dr. Umar Johnson is a doctor of clinical psychology and certified psychologist who is considered an expert on the education and mental health of African American children. He is a universal household name when it comes to politics, education, mental health, and Pan-Africanism. It was characterized by questions and answer sessions. It should be noted that on Sunday, September 24th, 2023, they made a tour at the slave trade village in Bimbia.
So we got Umar Johnson over in Limbe. And so the business symposium is what it was called for the Gilgal Towers that was built. Now, it says here in the article, let me go ahead and share this. Where is it at? Here it is. Let's share this screen right here. And we can, go through this information together. Now, there is some video that we will be getting into. So let's take a look at what these folks were trying to accomplish at the business symposium. U.S.-born Pan-Africanist Dr. Umar Ifatunde urges African countries to mobilize $1 trillion from U.S. black diaspora than going for debts. Behold, U.S.-based descendants of enslaved Africans are unhappy and frustrated. Diaspora is frustrated because we are a $2 trillion people in the U.S. Why isn't Africa involving us instead of going to debt? Questioning Dr. Umar Ifatunde Johnson during the maiden edition of the Business Symposium in Tourism and Building Excellence, which held in the ultra-modern conference room of Gilgal Towers in Limbe on September 22nd, 2023. The guest speaker and Pan-Africanism advocate who has traced his ancestral origins to Cameroon after DNA tests told the audience of investors that more than ever, African Americans want to return to the homeland of Africa and invest to build its economic independence. As victims of ongoing racial cleansing of Black people from their real estate property, many of us are coming to the realization that there can be no future without Africa. Many have returned home because they cannot stand racism. Charity is not helping this continent, but is destroying it. Land purchase is of big interest for Africans in the diaspora. They want to buy homes and get into entrepreneurship, he said. Why hasn't the African Union taken its diaspora seriously? He asked the audience eyeball to eyeball. Disappointed in Africa, Dr. Umar Ifatunde indicated that it was time for action. For him, the creation of a bank could be a great Kickstarter for the massive mobilization of diaspora's huge savings for investments in Africa. And Cameroon can be the first to do it. I am here to be your mouthpiece and ambassador. One of the quickest things to do is to create an opportunity with a bank or credit union here where they can keep their money so if they want to retire. Cameroon can be the first. Africa needs empowerment and investment, not handouts. We can start with opening up a bank account to go to and purchase a big portion of land where diaspora can come and build, explained the orator Dr. Umar, who symbolically landed in Cameroon on the 21st of September, the birthday of Kwame Nkrumah or Nkrumah. an icon of Pan-Africanism. If I said that name wrong, please, I apologize. Dr. Umar also revealed that tourism and entertainment through vacationing could be another way to get the diaspora coming to Cameroon. I would love to bring brothers and sisters from the diaspora for 7 to 10-day tours. Cameroon can be a great vacation site. We are interested in its slave trade village, beaches, city tours, restaurants, and speaking to the community. I am hoping that by early next year, I will come back with 2 dozens of African Americans, fly around the Cameroon to see the beauty. We also need tailors to meet us when we arrive our hotels and sew beautiful African clothing to deliver to us when we are leaving, like Ghana. I will be upset if I leave here on Monday without a dashiki. The audience also learned from Dr. Umar's brilliant presentation that urgent issues at stake in the U.S. African American community are opportunities and modalities for repatriation and citizenship. I'm tripping. He urged Cameroonian legislative authorities to seriously consider legalizing dual citizenship like in Ghana to benefit from the wealth and expertise of the diaspora. Ghana is welcoming to the diaspora. Cameroon can do the same. We have medical expertise, engineers, and so on. My commitment is to build Marcus Garvey schools across the diaspora. Is there an abandoned school in Cameroon I can rebuild? He asked. The guest speaker also emphasized on the need for appropriate attention and care for growing cases of mental health. Be careful about drugs. I would love to be a part of a mental health system. After the question and answer session, which opened windows for insights into related topics, the Chief Executive Officer of Gilgal Towers, Mr. Eric Iguako, directed the creation of an action committee headed by the retired University Don Professor Vincent Tinchani. I don't know, to implement the recommendations of the symposium. Dr. Umar Ifatunde and participants spent Saturday, 23rd September 2023 in Douala for several meetings dwelling on Pan-Africanism and youth engagement. Today, the 24th of September, Dr. Umar Ifatunde is visiting the Bimbia slave trade village from where his DNA ancestry results have transatlantic slave trade back in the 18th and 19th centuries. Who is Dr. Umar Ifatunde Johnson? Dr. Umar Ifatunde Johnson is a doctor of clinical psychology and certified school psychologist who is considered an expert on the education and mental health of African and African American children. Dr. Umar is an educational diagnostician who specializes in special education issues. That's why he got in trouble the first time and got taken to court. He is known most for his work in identifying misdiagnosed learning disabled and ADHD students. He is widely regarded as the most influential African American certified school psychologist in American history. Likewise, he is arguably the most influential Pan-Africanist of the 21st century. Dr. Umar has appeared on The Breakfast Club, Fox Soul, Candace Class, Ricky Smiley Show, Bev Smith Show, News One Now, Tom Joyner Show, Comedy Central's Hell of a Week, and The Real Housewives of Atlanta. He is the only scholar in Breakfast Club history to garner 1 million views for his interview in less than 24 hours. One of the most recognized social scientists of the 21st century, his book, articles, and lectures are included by college and university professors across the world within their required course materials. Few, if any, other African American scholars have the intense international following and global support base that Dr. Umar has attracted. His ability to successfully engage mainstream media has drawn comparisons to El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, aka Malcolm X, which is a lie. Dr. Umar is one of the most requested speakers in the world and has been invited to speak on every continent except Australia. He is a universal household name when it comes to politics, education, mental health, and Pan-Africanism. He is regularly invited to college campuses across the country where he speaks on both scholarly topics and current events. He is the creator of the Unapologetically African and Unapologetically Black brands. He is the author of Psycho-Academic Holocaust, the Special Education and ADHD Wars Against Black Boys, and Black Parent Advocate, the Art of War for Dealing with America's Public and Charter Schools. Dr. Umar is currently putting the finishing touches on the renovation efforts of the Honorable Marcus Garvey Re-Africanization School of the FDMG Academy. Now, that's a name I ain't never heard of when it comes to the FDMG Academy. What? Man, they called it the Re-Africanization, the Marcus Garvey Re-Africanization School of the FDMG Academy. Is there something we are not aware of? This comes 2023. I just want to say that. But again, are we not aware of something? The Honorable Marcus Garvey Re-Africanization School of the FDMG Academy. That sounds like the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. What? Anyway, so it is supposed to be America's first independent school financed exclusively by the African diaspora. Now, here are photos from the symposium. It's important, to note that we have footage. We have footage from the symposium. We will be going through the footage from the symposium. We have, I want to say, a few seconds worth of footage. Yeah, we have a few seconds worth of footage when it comes to the actual meeting. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick because it refreshed. Let's see. That's when he was at the actual hotel. We're gonna look at that. But it's like 40 something seconds. Let's do this. Let me go back a year. Let's go to 2023 when this happened. All right, here's the business symposium portraits. We definitely want to get into the Gilgal. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So we got the symposium pictures. We have the few seconds clip from this actual symposium, and we have some pictures from when he was in Bambia, or excuse me, in Bimbia. I said Bambia. In Bimbia, I have some more photos from the symposium. Of course, we have the Bimbia slave trade village. We are going to watch, and then we have exclusive video that I have of Dr. Umar Ifatunde, and it's a collection of what happened when he was in Cameroon. This is footage that you guys this is footage that I know if I showed this footage a long time ago, I've only showed it one time. So let's see here. Let me do this. All right. So we have footage of Umar. Dr. Umar Ifatunde was in Cameroon for a historic private business visit. So here's the photos. Let's get through that first. Let's blow this up so you guys can see. Now, it's important that we before we go through these photos, that we let it be known this is when he was meeting with the government over in Limbe, Cameroon. So I wanted to be, documented. He said, "Who wrote this?" They call themselves Investment in Limbe. So I would say it's the Limbe journalist over there, and then it's translated, right? So you have the Limbe government, politician, legislation, if you will, that's here. Shout out to everyone that's coming into the room. Saint Center, living life. What's going on? Living life to the fullest. I'm glad to see you over here. What's going on with you? Who else? We got Natural Beauty over here. All right, who else? If I'm missing anyone that's coming in, Self, I see you. Shout out to Self. Thank you for coming in. Bougie Barbie. This is my cousin, y'all. We not really cousins, but yeah, check me out, man. Me and Bougie Barbie be tripping. Bougie Barbie trips me out. Shout out to everyone that's coming in. Jessica May. Shout out to Jessica May coming into the room. I appreciate you checking in. All right, so we need to document the fact that here in America, that Umar Johnson doesn't have the type of pool that you think he would have. Like, his father did a march on Washington, if you will, and he's spoken to Congress, and I believe he's gotten a law passed. Jamal Johnson has done things here in America. When it comes to Umar Johnson, a lot of people over here say, hey, Umar Johnson is a scammer. FDMG is a scam. When he goes to these college and university campuses, we need to make sure that we get him shut down, yada, yada, whoop, whoop. I get that. But when he goes overseas, a lot of people would think that it will be the same overseas. And because time has passed, it is, especially in Canada. In Canada, it blew up a long time ago. And we have a video on the video section of this channel where Canada called him out for the things that he was not doing. I mean, let's see. If I got time, let's do this. Let's do this. Since I brought it up, let me jump into the archive real quick. Let me open the vault. And let me grab the article that I'm talking about. Here you go. Black Canadian organization calls Umar Johnson out for fraud. This is the article that comes from February. Hold on. Oh. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Put an 8 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 9 in the chat if you can't. Put an 8 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 9 in the chat if you can't. Make sure you guys can hear me. I have some audios and stuff. Just doing a sound check, that's all. All right, cool. I see the 8s coming on in. Thank you so much for letting me know. All right. Okay, cool. Here we go. So this article comes 2018. Just to let you know, like the international pull-up team, the international Umar Johnson supporters, you know, or once used to be Umar Johnson supporters, they are already aware of the things Umar Johnson has done. We've went over this entire article about how he didn't understand that the currency is different over in Canada, and he asked for a deposit of $25,000, or excuse me, $2,500, for a full amount of $5,000 for his visit. They found out that he previously came to Toronto for as low as $500. So they was trying to figure out where the extra $2,000 is coming from. But even though that was the case, they still agreed. This post says, now where in the contract did it state that before you arrive, you have to receive the other half of the deposit? Because he went public with this. He made a post calling them out and ran off with these folks' money. Right? So the thing is, this comes 2018. So we again fast forward to 2023. He's in Limbe, Africa. He's able to finesse his way to the legislative representatives and tell them that, hey, if you set up a bank, we got some folks over in America, the diaspora, that's wanting to do everybody's favorite film producer, Mary Ann, that's willing to produce movies and be an entrepreneur. Everybody's most hated throat goat, who claims that she is an entrepreneur and got all type of things moving and shaking. Let's think about it, people. It's a whole community of folks that Umar Johnson is saying, hey, they throwing me money. How about I get them to come over here and throw y'all some money? We can make this thing one big happy family. We need you to understand, if you open up a bank, dollar bank, if you open up a dollar bank, my people will bring their checks. You see what I'm saying? And they will invest in your attractions. I need you guys to pick up what I'm laying down, because that's what happens when people come into the forefront after for all of those pull-up team members that have been here. This is a replay show. For all of the new subscribers and new pull-up team members, this is brand new information. But this is actually information being added to what we previously reported. You see, Mary Ann came out and let us know a whole lot. So much so, in her most recent video, she wants to go and get the layout of the house that Umar Johnson had built in Ghana. Well, if that's the case, he was in Cameroon during the same time of the Ghana situation. We just read that in the article that was written by Invest in Limbe. So if he's over here at the business symposium telling these people that he got folks that's willing to donate, who do you think he's talking about? I'm just going to leave that there. And like our good sister Mind Chaos Brew like to say, we are in the city of allegedly. Okay? It's all alleged. But let's continue. So we have the picture right here where he's speaking to the symposium. You know, the people at the symposium, if you will. We can go ahead and close out that Black Canadian article. And I'm sorry that everything is taking so long to load. I can close this out. I'm trying to see what windows I can close out, because I do have quite a few windows open right now. See, I got to reload the page. So give me 1 second. I'm doing another sound check. 8 in the chat if you guys can hear me clear. 9 in the chat if I need to do a full refresh. And while I load everything back up, let me go ahead. I just want to make sure you guys can still hear me while everything is loading and everything is getting together. If you guys can hear me, please put in 8 in the chat. Let's see. Let's go back to 2023. I'm refreshing these photos just to be on the safe side. I will check the chat in just a second as I get these photos. Let's see. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close this one out. So I think it's interfering. I'm also gonna close out I can open up the Gilgal Tower website again, so I'm gonna close that out. All right. All right, so let's see. Are we good now? All right, I see the 8s in the chat. Okay, let me go back and check my photos and see if they have loaded. Okay, so no. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Let me do this. I'm just gonna get rid of this whole tab. Let me open up another tab. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Let me go back to the Limbe website. Let's change this to 23. All right, that's the rest of the photos I said I want to show. So they posted 23. All right, let's see. I don't know if it's something like, it's like they won't let me expand the photos no more. That's stupid. Oh well. I will just show y'all like this, because I'm not understanding why it's tripping. All right, so here we go. Share screen. Here we go. So here's some of the photos. This don't matter. That's not the photo I'm trying to look for. You got your people and whatnot. Every time I click on these photos, they don't work. See? These are all the photos of the meeting. These are the photos, the extra photos I wanted to show you. Now these photos want to work. I don't understand why the other won't. The legislative individuals. This is what I wanted to show you guys, that he's sitting here with actual political individuals. These are not just your, I'm inviting you to the bookstore to, you know, talk about Black Parent Advocate, right? So again, when he goes to these countries, he's really moving and shaking. He's really doing things over there. And since they were in Gilgal Towers already, okay, so these photos ain't pulling up. It's safe to say that these, the towers were already built. I had stated that they built the towers because of Umar, and that wasn't true. That's not true at all. I wish I could pull up these photos. No, they not working. It's all good. So at least y'all saw those. Okay, cool. Now let's get into the Gilgal, India. Shout out to the UK pull up fan. Yep, many life in the UK. UK pull up
Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I am here in Cameroon, making my maiden voyage, first visit ever to the great and mighty Republic of Cameroon, land of my paternal ancestors. We are here at the Bimbia Slave Village. I just finished a fabulous, fantastic, spiritually awakening tour of the enslavement of our ancestors. The transatlantic slave trade was the worst dehumanization campaign in the history of mankind. It was the largest forced transmigration of a people at any time in the world. It was the most horrific and it was the most destructive seizure of a people that has ever taken place. And right here from Bimbia, this land where they enslaved our ancestors, millions of our ancestors were taken away to Brazil, to Cuba, to Haiti, all throughout the Caribbean islands, Central and South America as well. One day you have to come here to Cameroon, to the Bimbia slave trade, and experience what I experienced today, to see where they weighed our ancestors, where they sold our ancestors, where they chained our ancestors, where they auctioned off our ancestors, where they raped our queen mothers. And of course, the most important part is the doors of no return. There's more than one here. Once you left that door, you were ushered into a cargo ship and then taken out to sea to a larger ship right there on Nicholas Island that sits right behind me, where the biggest slave ship waited to put you in as a captive and take you on your 90-day journey to the Caribbean islands, South America, or Central America. So I want to say thank you to the Cameroonian government. Thank you to the Cameroonian people, which are my people, because I have ancestry here and I can't wait to come back. Peace and Pan-Africanism. May God bless Cameroon.
Now, I also want to plug in another video that fits here. It fits in what's going on, and it got mistaken with the Ghana visit. A lot of people were like, okay, he did this in Ghana, and hold on. Now I'm going to be honest, I do not know the royalty colors when it comes to the Ghanaian government or even Limbe. I don't know, but let's see. I do want to show you guys a video that was considered to be it was considered to be a Ghanaian video, but it was actually a share this tab. It was actually Limbe. All right, hold on. Let me make sure that the sound did not go out. All right. How many people remember this right here? How many people remember this video right here? If you remember this video, put an 8 in the chat. Put an 8 in the chat if you remember. If you don't, put a 9 because I didn't give a number. If you remember, put an 8. If you don't, put a 9. A lot of people thought when this came out, because it came out at the same time of the dual citizenship in Ghana. Shout out to Miss Independent. I know the pull-up team, any new pull-up team members, I got to ask, but current pull-up team members that's been here, I know y'all know. 100% real, man. I know you know too, because you've been here. I know you know. Let's see. Living life. You've been here since the beginning. I know you know. Okay, so we got Sweet DJ, don't know. Natural Beauty. This was way before my Umar education. All right. Bougie Barbie. I don't know. This is King Jaffe Joffer. Coming to America, Umar Johnson. Sassy. Okay. Francisca. Cool. And Saint Center. All right. So when Umar got dual citizenship in Ghana, this video surfaced. And a lot of people was like, he's doing cosplay. Umar back doing cosplay. You know, it's Pan-African anime going on. But at the same time, shout out to Kulu, because Kulu was like, he's actually dressed in royal garments. Ghanaian royal colors, and I'm like, okay, I'm not sure, you know, if this is Ghana or not, but this is actually when he went to Cameroon, and he's dressed as a Cameroon king. Yeah, everything that exists online when it comes to Umar Johnson's antics comes from Instagram. He goes live, or he used to go live on Facebook, but he would go live on Instagram and Facebook real heavy back in the day. Now he only goes live on Instagram and he does YouTube interviews. But this right here, this video comes from Instagram. And the problem is when he does things like this, a select few people only watch. And it's really hardly broadcasted and broke down. We talked about it on this channel, but we did not talk about it to this degree, because even me, I thought this was when he was in Ghana. And I reported it as such. I'm just letting you know, this is back then. Let's keep playing. And he was in some type of magazine. He was like on a magazine cover, or they did a whole article about it. Daryl Bay, you crazy, man. You got to do a whole lot of deep digging to pull this stuff up. Because again, this story that I'm sharing with you guys, I'm adding to the story because of Mary Ann coming out, and then I'm just retelling the story for those that don't know. But I passed this over to Lennon. I passed all of this information over to Lennon for him to share to the CCC. So whether he shared it or not, if you're here, welcome to the pull-up team. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. All right. All right. So Umar, dressed as, you know, Pan-African king, if you will. Now we go back to when he was in Limbe. So that was 2023 when he did the he met with the government. And let me go ahead and pull up something else too. Let's see. All right, pull this up. All right, just wanted to get that together. Now that I got the other set of pictures pulled up, let's get into our next video real quick. This is of Umar. This is a collection, about 4-minute video of what happened while he was in Cameroon. 4-minute video. We are going to get into more footage, but here is that exclusive footage I told you guys about. All right, here we go.
This meeting here, this gathering, this communication has its ancestral overtones. And whether it's Kwame Nkrumah, whether it's Patrice Lumumba, whether it's Sekou Touré, whether it's Robert Sobukwe, whether it's Amilcar Cabral, Thomas Sankara, whether it's Malcolm X or Marcus Garvey, I think that all the Pan-Africanists that come before us have been waiting for us to give Pan-Africanism a program.
Our goal is to connect us and the economic power of the United States of America and other parts of the world so we can establish business relationships with the diasporas.
One of the reasons why we're seated here today is to be able to identify the prospects in this industry. Look at it from the dimension of how we can bring investors in and how we can be able to develop the existing potential that Limbe has, so that tomorrow we can be able to boast of meeting up with a lot of tourism entries so that we can boost the industry.
Excellence is doing better than it did before. But excellence is not perfection. Even if it is motivated by the desire to be perfect in whatever thing we want to do, whatever good we want to do.
The core of this great symposium that opens today and attended by a cross-section of investors from Cameroon and the diaspora, as well as other countries, shall benefit from the experiences, knowledge, wisdom, and coaching of an exceptional scholar, a new friend of this municipality who came all the way from the United States of America to bring good tidings to us.
We need to use our diaspora to acquire technology that can bring us money in agriculture.
Gilgal Tower is a multi-sectoral business. It has lots and lots of sectors in it. The building is actually on a 12-story infrastructure and with 2 layers of basement, which constitutes our Erica Ballroom with a capacity of 400 guests. We have a restaurant, the bar, and we have a chapel above all. So if we have everything mixed together, if you have an activity and you want all of it to be in the same vicinity, we have all to go. Plug and play, and everything you need, you're right there at Gilgal.
There it is. I hope you guys are enjoying the show thus far. Umar Johnson's 2023 Limbe deal exposed. Black Americans fund tourist resorts that launched in 2024. So now that I've laid out what happened in 2023, what Umar Johnson was saying, we are going to get into what happened in 2024 and what I have discovered here in 2026. And so I need for you guys to make sure that you have all of your libations. Umar looking more big backed and bloated than ever. What are you talking about? My gosh. I decided to jump in the chat to see what's going on, and here we are. I'm at FBA. I hear you, man. Foundational Black American. I see you. Ernest Hoffman says Umar still at the buffet. Hey, man, I wish I was at the buffet. I'm hungry. I'm going to hold you. What's going on? He says everybody's clothing is too Western, unlike Ghana, Nigeria, Ethiopia. Very Cameroon has beautiful, powerful indigenous cloth that they should seriously be wearing. Listen, I like the dashiki colors. I like all of the wraps and the garments. I love that. I love the flowing, especially the sisters. Oh man, I love it. I love the modesty. I guess that's the word I'm looking for, the modesty. Because Western world lets it all hang out. Everybody else is modest. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so I have Cameroon in my blood. I do too. Western Bantu peoples. But I have the most blood that trace back here. And when we did our family tree, my cousins and everybody, we found the slave papers from our, let's see, that would have been, that. So that would have been my grandmother's father's father. We found his slave paperwork, and he came out of Thompson Station, Tennessee. And so when we start looking at that, we start getting back into the Indians and whatnot, Cherokee, because my grandmother's mother, my great grandmother, me mama, she had long silver hair, had a whole lot of moles on her face, and she was short, high cheekbones. And she would say, "We are Cherokee." And I hear Umar Johnson talk about, "Oh, we are African." And I'm not going to take away from the people that were brought over here per the transatlantic slave trade. But I don't believe it was in depth the way it was taught to us. Because the way it's taught to us is that we all came from Africa by way of the transatlantic slave trade, and we tilled this land. And that can't be true. That can't be 100% true. So I can honestly say, I believe my people before I believe what Umar Johnson got to say, right? Shout out to Living Life to the Fullest. The sector storyline is wild at the minute. I can't. And see, we have to do a show. Shout out to Mind Chaos Brew, because she said I can use her live stream. We have to do a dive of what's going on within the Umar Johnson, the original Umar Johnson sector, which is called the sector. Because I have reported, shout out to Mr. Judge, we have different people that are doing content on anti-Afro-Singali and calling out, the various, attacks and things that's going on within the sector and currently that's going on now. And I stress to, Mr. Judge, you have to be careful, man, because if you're not careful, they will dig and they will find information. And let me tell you what, the information that has been brought forth is so damning, it ain't even funny. It's not funny at all. And unfortunately, we have content creators that support. Listen to what I say carefully, because I know a lot of people that are within the Umar Johnson sector, new and old, are listening. We have content creators that support what's going on, because to them, the paperwork, even though it comes out of a court system, even though the paperwork comes from a legal system, hear what I'm saying, because you have people that will pull court documentation and say this is legit court documentation. But the current court documentation that is being presented for some reason is questionable. And we have content creators that speak out against Umar Johnson and say that he's scamming the black community, left, right, front, back, side to side, can't ask no questions about it. But it's that level of oblivious. I told you, it plagues. There's a plague within the Umar Johnson sector. And you got to be careful, people, because if you consume too much of the Umar Johnson content and you call out his scamming ways too much, that when things present themselves in a fashion that speaks towards the other direction, you may not want to hear the truth because you are so infused, if you will, in the way you want to see things. So please be careful as you take a look at the Africa deal, because we got to get into the other side of it. And shout out again to the original Umar Johnson sector that knows what's going on. God to mighty me, protect your children, protect your dog, protect your cat, protect your bird, protect your grass, protect your ass, protect everything, because they coming for it, okay? And shout out to 100% Real, man. You know it. You know it. Here's my grit money. All right, listen, the price of the grit money has increased. The price of the grit money done went up. We ain't gonna keep on holding the grit money at $2 because what has happened is the grit money has increased due to the economy. When you go to the oatmeal aisle, it is now $4, and we know that 100% Real man knows about it. So he just gave $4 in super chats, and he just bought grit money. And he's asking for butter biscuits. So guess what? You are tuned into the Receipt Show with your boy KKC. And because of Umar Johnson, we got to make sure that we double up.
You understand? That's how this works. Let me see if we got any donations. Y'all acting cheap today. We still only got one donation. Not one of y'all got on the cash app. Not one of y'all on the cash app. I got 500,000 instant. Sherrod Sadless donated $1. Thank you, brother Sherrod. $1. Next time, make it $2, my brother. Next time, make it $2, my brother.
Yes, we got gifts. We got Miss Independent with the grit money. So shout out to Miss Independent. Shout out to 100% Real, man. Y'all know we fooling. Y'all know we act goofy around here, man. So again, make sure you hit that like button. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel for more content if you have not already. Shout out to the replay gang. Please hype up the video. Thumb up the video. Because guess what? You are tuned into the Receipt Show with your boy KKC, and I guess it's time for us to go get some grit money, some grits. Oh man, y'all are funny, dude. I love it. We'll be right back with what's going on in Limbe.
Turn on the beat.
Ifatunde Oguntade. Ifatunde Oguntade.
Can I have your grit money? 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 For 1 year.
Ifatunde Oguntade. Ifatunde Oguntade. Ifatunde Oguntade. Ifatunde Oguntade.
Give me your grit money for 1 year and I will build 10 schools. Give me your grit money for 1 year and I will build 10 schools across this country. Give me your grits. Give me your Quaker grits. No more grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits? Can I have your grit money? 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 For 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits for 1 year? Can we sacrifice the grits? If you give me the grits, 19 million on Quaker grits. $19 million on Quaker grits, black folk, if you give me your Quaker grits.
Ifatunde Oguntade. Ifatunde Oguntade. Ifatunde Oguntade.
Can I have your grit money? 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 Can I have your grit money?
Even when I'm full, I could always have more. Every single bite to the last of it. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Even when I'm full, I could always have more.
Sounds so soulful, don't you agree?
Every single bite to the last of it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Even when I'm full, I can always have more. Every single bite to the last of it. Even when I'm full, I can always have more. Every single bite to the last of it. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits.
Sounds so soulful, don't you agree?
Biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
Ooh, Popeye's biscuits.
Man, you are back listening to the Receipt Show with your boy KKC as we talking about Umar Johnson's 2023 Limbe deal exposed Black Americans fund tourist resorts that launched in 2024. And before we continue, I have to say rest in peace to Larry. That is definitely a groove. It's bop. You can two-step to that. Make sure you play that when you are celebrating Juneteenth. If you celebrate 4th of July, you definitely got to play that. Sequoia, you know you like that song, man. It make you tap your foot, don't it? I know it do. I know it do, man. Y'all are silly, but we are back into it. So now we are on the 2024 side of the coin, right? So Umar Johnson is back. They stated, in the video we heard the legislative representatives say that they are really going to get out here and they're going to make it happen. So Umar is back at the Gilgal Towers, right? He's at the Gilgal Towers and he is having the time of his life. It looks very nice. Let's take a look at it. This is the outside, very modern looking. That for those that think that our African brothers and sisters over in Africa, they are just village and hut and cattle. No, they have a for real city going on, right? They have a for real, modern day city. That orange couch looks so far from comfortable. That's because you are thinking with your Western mind frame. That's the couch of the ancestors. Don't you understand that? I'm not for the fool with y'all, man. I'm not for the fool with y'all. Is that real leather? Is that real leather on the couch? We ain't here for all that. Miss Independent, don't start. I'm not for the fool with y'all. Let's look at these windows. It's a lovely display of windows on this building right here. Let's take a look. Some of the windows are open. That's a big window. I ain't never in my life pulled up to a hotel that's supposed to be 4 or 5 stars and the windows to your room is open to that capacity. What? I'm for real. I'm dancing. You put an 8 in the chat if you ever seen a hotel window open like that. Put a 9 in the chat if you have, and let me know because I don't want to go there. I don't want to be on the 44th floor and my hotel window can open like that. I think I'm cool, man. I think I'm good. If you've ever seen your hotel window open like this, put an 8 in the chat. If you have not, please put a 9. Because I don't know what you're talking about. 9, nope. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all are funny. He said nope. Nope. Now, maybe I'm gonna give you another chance because you said Windows unsafe. You put an 8. I think you meant a 9. Everybody said no. No. Listen, the tourist investments is a great idea. I'm not gonna even hold you. FDMG was a great idea. We all started out believing that FDMG was a great idea. This tourist, investment is an idea that sounds great, but then when you take a look at the hotel and the windows open like the hood to your car. when the windows to the hotel look like you trying to catch a rabbit. They put the little carrot in this manner. They trying to catch somebody to stay at the hotel. This is crazy. Do you see this natural beauty? Do you see this? Ask yourself, would you stay there? Because I know so many Umar Johnson supporters are saying, I would get behind that. Wakanda is crazy. Wakanda is hilarious. Hashtag Wakanda. We need to start this as a movement because we tired of the foolishness. Because somebody out there right now is saying they are looking to book their itinerary right now. All right, man, we got to get off. We got to get off this photo because this photo, we'll be here all day. We will be here all day. Maybe that's how the building gets the Wi-Fi. Maybe that is the sun panels. Yes, that's what it is. All right, I'll get stuck. The couches are throwing me off. Now, I will tell you this. The orange matches the green. That gold, the green, gold, and green. The green, gold, and orange. That is an actual color combination. It matches for my people that know how to match colors and whatnot. This don't clash. Even Umar's dashiki in a weird way matches. This is the only time I've seen Umar Johnson's outfit not only flow with what he got on. I wouldn't wear it, but it flows with what he got on, and the background boosts. It's a boost. We got to keep Wakanda on the screen. Because everything that I'm pointing out becomes Wakanda. I won't do it. Would you? If you would do this, put an 8 in the chat. If you are Wakanda, put a 1. We are gonna make sure we boost Wakanda right now. Let's continue. So we are here at this. It is a. I don't know. It's definitely dark chocolate with the pink. The pink matches. The stripe seating throws me off, but I can say the splash of pink. Why y'all gotta be like this? Understand, these people is a tourist attraction. You gonna go here and you gonna enjoy yourself. You gonna stop playing with these folks. You gonna stop playing right now because they want you to come and retire and then take your retirement money and invest it, because you do understand your money does stretch. It goes a long way overseas, right? It goes a long way. But something is telling me that if they know I'm from America, that there is a heavy possibility that I might get scammed. Don't think like that. I don't know. I'm dead serious. Something tells me that if I was to believe in this tourist attraction, I might be in trouble. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. So let's see. We have the splash of pink. We got we got the the weird colored couch. Let's see. I'm gonna see. I wanna see something. I wanna see. Let me see if I can pull up some information. Hold on. Let's see. We got because it's the Gilgal Towers, right? So let's continue on the inside. I got what I'm looking for. Let's continue on the inside, and then we're gonna look at something else real quick. So this looks like, from when we were looking at the video, the food. Would you eat the food? We know Sweet D is gonna be won't Conda, but I need to know if you would eat the food. Put an 8 in the chat. If you wouldn't, put a 9 in the chat. And if you put a 9, then I'm gonna ask you when you go overseas what you eat, because this is what they serving. This is what they serving. I went to the DR. I went to Punta Cana, and I stayed at the Excellence Resort. And when I tell you, it was my first time going overseas, and I didn't believe that the food was all inclusive. And when I got to the room, I just kept ordering room service. That was my first time ordering everything on the menu. Everything on the menu. Because when they said you already paid for it, I thought about all the movies, and it started when I was a kid. I remember seeing the movie about the kid. It was called Blank Check, and he went under the name Mr. McIntosh. And all the stuff he got because he had a blank check, and he got $1 million. And it was a weird movie too, because as a kid, he fell in love with this grown adult woman who fell in love with him. And nobody called that out and questioned the fact that they kissed. But anyway, so he had a blank check, he got $1 million, and he just bought everything. I remember the movie Richie Rich. The kid that was, just rich for no reason. Even Little Rascals, the movie, and the fact that Delilah was getting wooed by this rich kid who bought his soapbox for the soapbox derby. I thought about all them times, and I was like, this is my moment where I can order everything. And I ordered everything on the menu. And it was so good. It was good. It was so good. It was good. And then I went to the hotel room, and I was already full, but I still ordered. I just ordered some more because I could. So I asked you, would you eat this? And I love suya. I see people saying yes. I would eat it. I would eat this. So Wakanda, I can't get behind Wakanda in this situation. Why are you trying to judge me right now? Do you have libations? Do you have libations is the question. Do you want my libations? Do I have libations? Don't worry about it. Y'all are crazy. All right, here we go. Let's get back to Wakanda. I gotta find one. Now you done made me lose the comment. Stop trying to figure me out. All right, here we go. Here is one of the rooms. You got the portable HVAC on the wall. So after you come from your excursion, you have the portable HVAC. And it's so important that you remember, because I got a video that you need to see. So after you come back from your excursion, you got the portable HVAC on the wall. It still look nice. That's another Home Alone 2. Shout out to X Freeman. Welcome to the show. Because listen, when I tell you I thought about every movie, when I ordered everything, I'm telling you I did. All right, here we go. Now, this got me confused. I don't know if we are, I don't know where we at. It looked like a fancy laundromat. It looked like the high school cafeteria with fancy chairs. Because I don't know what's going on. There's a ring light right here at the bottom of the photo. So that lets me know wherever it is, you're going to be able to, have a way to have a phone pod to hold your phone and a ring light. So I don't know where, I do not know where we are. Maybe, is it the hair salon? Won't kinda applies to whatever this is. Maybe that is what it is. Maybe this is a nail shop. It could be the salon. That all fits, but won't kinda. I won't go in there. I might peek in there. Maybe it's the staff lounge. It's a fancy staff lounge. I don't know. But let's keep going. Oh, okay. So I just figured it out. So the ring light right here, you get to stand in the 360. This is the 360 photo booth. And then they got it roped off. But this is what it all looks like. Shout out to T. Jones, because I don't know what's going on. Oh man. How much does it cost to stay here? Because this right here, this is foolishness. This is becoming foolishness. This is becoming foolishness. Sasha, listen, maybe I need some more libations, because maybe I've had too much libations. Because this is becoming foolishness. So again, we are taking a look at, the Limbe tourist attraction. This is the Gilgal Tower. Umar has went and talked to the government over there, to these people, saying that we want to come over there, the diaspora. We want to bring our money, our retirement money. So did Umar Johnson play a role in Limbe resort investments tied to Black American funding? Did he do that? Because as of right now, this is This is Wakanda. Part of your stay includes the 360 photo booth with a lovely view of Piccadilly. This is crazy. All right, let's go. Come on, man. Mary said that she's going to build a wine cellar. Mary is going to build a wine cellar. I don't even know. Before she said a wine cellar, she said a winery. Is this where you got your idea from, Mary? This is maybe it look better at night. Maybe it look better at night. Shout out to Money Boy coming into the room. We doing a breakdown of when Umar was over in Limbe, Cameroon, and told these people that we want to come over there and give them our money. Retire. We are ready to invest in everything they got going on over there. And so, we're talking about, would you do this for real? Is this something you would do? Because I'm saying no. I'm saying no. This is starting to become complete foolishness. But this is the bar. This right here is the bar. What are y'all serving at the bar? They have a lovely display of wine, so we know, for our wine drinkers, if y'all know what the wine is by the bar, say hell no. Oh man, shout out to Rim coming into the house, man. Shout out to everybody coming in. Like I said, this is what Umar said that we are willing to get behind. And I can tell you this, when I went to Punta Cana, the bar, it was like, I think it was either 8 or 10 bars. It was either 8 bars and 10 restaurants, or 8 restaurants and 10 bars. I think it was I believe it was 8 bars, 10 restaurants. And they didn't look like this at all. It was Punta Cana was lavish. I enjoyed myself. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is definitely FDMG, man. This is FDMG, man. This is FDMG. This is funny, boy. All right, let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Here's your room. Another shot of the room. Okay. Another shot of the room. Right. And here's one of them rooms with the opening windows. So since they have the portable HVAC, that lets me know that it gets pretty hot in there. So you have to open up your window. Shout out to Natural Beauty, because yes, all the resorts are like next door. All the resorts. I went in 2012, September of 2012. This is crazy. So maybe your investments can help upgrade the central air and heat. That's why they need your investments. Okay. This is a nice setup. I ain't gonna, you can't knock everything. This looks like a nice setup. This looks like, you know, if you went to one of the restaurants they had, and you know, they want to take you to a little private area for you and your spouse, or you know, something along those lines. All right, I like this right here. Is what do you think? What do you guys think? Now, with all these heavy curtains and all these portable HVACs, it's hot. And then you got leather. If it's real leather, it's hot wherever y'all at. This picture look hot. This picture look hot because of the leather, of the curtains, the portable HVAC is overheating. It's just hot. But the colors mesh. They work, you know. Won't Conda is winning. So listen, you know, if you want to book the Gilgal Tower Hotel in Limbe, you call 2-333-33888. Or you can WhatsApp 672-742-630. The location is Newtown, Limbe, Cameroon. You can visit www.gilgatowers.com. Gilgatowers.com. Let's do that. Because I told you guys that I tried to book my stay. I tried to book my stay and it just didn't work. So we're going to get into that as well. You can also send reservations at gilgatowers.com. Happy Labor Day. Umar Johnson's power to the people. All right, so you know that's Limbe. That was Limbe, Cameroon. Umar Johnson said that, hey, I want you guys to go to Limbe, Cameroon, and I want you all to do X, Y, and Z, and you know, to invest in these people. Well, let's do this. I wish I could show y'all all of the photos real quick. Let's see. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. All right, this is what I'm looking for. Let's take a look at the commercial, if you will. Let's take a look at the commercial. I'm going to mute it because I don't know if it's copyright. No, I don't want no problems. All right, so let's mute that out. All right, so this is fair use, getting you a up close and personal look at where you're going. Now you have to remember you're not in America, and if you have been overseas and went to a resort, you see how the people live where you are. When I went to the DR, it was beautiful. Like the skies were like extra blue, the mountains in the background. I saw the people in the rice field, all of it. But I could tell I was not in America. Like I'm dead serious. I could also tell the people that had money, if you will, and the people that didn't. It was a lot of open land. it was a lot of people just walking, and it was like, man, where y'all coming from? Because it took us a long time to get to the resorts, and we was just past people. I saw 3 people on a moped or a motorbike carrying a mattress. That was my first time ever seeing something like that. And so when I see this opening right here, it reminds me of when I was out there in the DR. Like, you literally saw stuff like that. I don't think I can blow this up. It's already, no, I can't. Check this out. You literally saw stuff like this as you approached the resort. And I would argue the only reason why you have fun is because you is Americanized. Gilgal Towers. Here we go. Coming soon. Coming soon. Coming soon. Ain't that weird that you saw that? The coming soon. You want to know why that's so interesting? This video came out April 8th. April the 8th at 4:47. And didn't we just look at this? Didn't we just take a look at all this? Didn't we just take a listen to the government and the legislators and the people wearing the dashikis and the big ties and the glasses and it's still coming soon. And we seen Umar. We just did the whole Wakanda and laughed at Sweet D's jokes, and I just asked y'all, would it be opening? And we just listened to Umar, go over there saying that we want to come over there and invest our money, and FDMG is still coming, and you can send your donate. What's going on around here, man? Per my discoveries. Oh, but wait, because there's so much more. There's so much more. I just want you guys to know there's so much more. So I just want you to see I just want you guys to see, like, when Umar went over there in 2023, right? What did he tell these people, man? Exactly. What really happened? Like, let's look at this. This right here, unforgettable moments. That's the battery of Gilgal Towers. We don't want to. This is what you would be singing. It looked like as soon as you step off that property, you might not even make it to the property. You might not even make it to Gilgal. Hold on. We're not done. It's because it's a question of are they like the illusion of progress. All videos are muted out so we don't get hit with copyright. We don't want that. Just taking a tourist, taking a tour. Taking a tour. You wanna stay out here, you know. It's an unforgettable escape. Gilgal Towers. I'm loving it. Like I'm dead serious. So because again, it was like coming soon, right? So let's do this. Let's go back and let's see. Let's go here. Maybe they're trying to rebrand. Gilgal Towers wins big during the celebration of the International Tourism Day hosted Gilgal Towers Limbe. It was a beautiful celebration of tourism, and Gilgal Towers was awarded by the regional delegate for tourism and leisure as the most cooperative establishment in Limbe. This is a testament to the experience we promise you at Gilgal. You are at home. Okay, so we did see Umar there. We saw that, and we see this right here. Well, whatever this is. Is this the same room? Look like those same chairs is almost that. Nah, they were black, not white. Okay, so Gilgal Towers. That was in 2025. So September 2025, they're hosting events. April 8th, they're coming soon. So maybe they did renovations. Maybe they did renovations. Let's look at one more promo video of the Gilgal Towers. Let's look at one more promo video of the Gilgal Towers. And again, you let me know. I want to go. At this point, I'm ready to go. You said rooms are $240 per night. It's not ready, but all of this is set up. Do you see this? Listen, like this is crazy that they got all of this going on. They got Umar Johnson in the lobby telling folks to come on over. It's $240 per night. Y'all like it? This is the you see what it say. You see what it say. Gilgal Tower Limbe. I'm on their Facebook. I'm going off of what they are promoting to us. Okay? I'm going off of what they promoting to us. All right, that was Gilgal Towers Limbe. They got it's so many commercials, man. Y'all see it all. Okay. So let's see. Let me go back here. And let's go to Gilgal Towers in Limbe, Cameroon. Then let me share this tab. I've been all up and through here. Let me go to the next page. I've looked at these videos. As you can see, they have more videos about, coming out and staying. I even found the video where they first built, this location. So when I went to the website, the Gilgal Towers, I don't know why, but for some reason, it won't let me book anything. And I believe maybe I'm on the wrong website. Because if you are saying that you are able to book for $240 a night, and then I went to see in this website, it starts getting janky. All right, so if you was able to do that, let me go back here. Hold on. All right, yeah, this one I'm looking for. Gilgal Tower Limbe. Let me just search. Let me search on Facebook. You got Gilgal Tower events. That's the Gmail. This page ain't been used since 2024. And then when you, let me just show you what I'm looking at so y'all can see for yourself. Share. This is what I'm looking at. So I typed in Gilgal Towers. And while I'm looking, the only thing that pops up when it comes to Gilgal is it's only these two pages. See all, it's just these two. You have the Gilgal Tower Limbe. That's the page we were on, looking at the promos. And then you have all of these pictures here. That's 2025, 2025. That's when Umar was there. This is pictures from when Umar was in Limbe at the slave village. As you can see, I was trying to show you guys these photos. They wouldn't act right. This is when they were still building the towers, allegedly. Okay, so. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right. Everything is 23, 25. This Facebook page. Only recent thing. Everything else is old. Gilgal Tower. Just go to their page. It said go to GilgalTowers.com. I went to the GilgalTowers.com and it won't work for me. Maybe they don't want me coming to maybe they don't want me coming to the Gilgal Towers. They promote that you can come and book and yada yada whoop whoop. I tried, it don't work. 2024. They updated their okay, so 2024, they updated this cover photo. 2025, they updated their profile picture to this. Then they updated their cover photo to looks like a room. We look forward to welcoming you to Gilgal Towers, Limbe. Refined, unseen, unspoken, soon, impossible to ignore. Gilgal Sunday brunch buffet menu, but this was posted January 18th of 2025. You can indulge in a Sunday feast like no other. Join us at Gilgal Tower, Limbe for an endless variety of delicious dishes at our buffet. Perfect for family, friends, and food lovers. See you this Sunday. Somebody said 2 hours ago, affordable. If you get to Limbe and miss spending at least a night here, then you're missing a whole lot. Take it from me. But I'm in America and I'm trying to book. Maybe I gotta call. Maybe I gotta call the number. I'm not calling them. I'm not calling them folks, man. I'm sitting here looking. Okay, let's see. What's this? So delicious. Here's the city council of Limbe. That was on April 12th. I look at stuff like this because it just shows you what's going on. But this is everything Umar got going on, man. All right, so that just led me down somewhere else. I ain't looked down there. All right, let's go back. That's all I got for the Gilgal page. If I go to the website, it's gonna kick me out. That's the slave photos. I mean, slave video. Splendid diaspora investments. They're saying these are diaspora investments. So we are coming over there to spend diaspora. Please suspend all planned investments in apartment buildings. Limbe needs factories for a booming economy. Here is the flyers from when they was trying to get Umar or announcing he was coming over there. Watch, it ain't gonna even work. I need to see that photo and I can't. Event hall, full package. Investment for events. Diamonds Event Center opens opposite Bocom at Mile 2 Limbe. Well, these folks, I don't think they marketing that to Americans. Dear Cameroonians at home and in the diaspora, you must own a property in Limbe to live happily. Honestly, Limbe is beautiful. Celebrities love Limbe. Man, why won't these photos open up? All right, man. I really don't know. The only other video that I have left, Umar is not in. He's not in Limbe. He's in, I think it's Gambia. Hold on. Let me pull the video back up and see. And you've seen one Umar Johnson video. You've seen them all, y'all. Y'all already know. But hold on. Let me see. Close out all of these Facebook accounts. All right. Let me see now. Let's see. History. Yeah, he was in Gambia. It's a video where Umar was in Gambia. And I'm pretty sure y'all have seen this video before. But we still gonna take a look. Let me see. Let me jump back into the chat. I'm 6'3" Texas baby fake. What are you talking about, man? Get yourself together. Thank you for the super chat. Real, what is it, real man? Long short, shaking my pockets. Hey, man, it's a shakedown around here, man. Shakedown. You know how I go. We got to double up around here. But let's see. Have you guys seen this video of Umar in Gambia?
We don't see the effort and the logistics. For those of y'all who don't know me, I'm Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm a doctor of clinical psychology. I'm also a certified school psychologist.
If you see this video, put an 8 in the chat. If you have not, put a 9. Shout out to Miss T. Pre. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for everybody that just came into the room, the website gonna give you a bowler. Yeah, man, I had to get up out of there because it was tripping. It was tripping. Gilgal Towers coming soon, just like FDMG. You have not seen it. You've seen it. Dominic Jones, shout out to you. Miss Independent has seen it. If you have not seen it, put a 9 in the chat. The Umar Johnson Gambia video. It is really just, like I said, you've seen one, you've seen them all. But this is another video from when he was in Africa.
That means I work in the schools, working with children who struggle with learning problems. So I deal with deaf kids, blind kids, speech and language impaired kids, autistic children, children with intellectual disabilities, academic disabilities. I also deal with the treatment and diagnosis of mental illness.
The reason why this is important is because you want to know what it is he may have said to the individuals overseas, maybe the legislature, to get them to believe in what he's saying. Or maybe we know that there are a lot of Africans that like to scam. Are they in partnership with Umar Johnson? You know, it's a lot of questions that come from this.
Today, I want to talk about mental health. Tomorrow, I want to talk about education. And on Sunday, the last day of the conference, I want to focus on Pan-Africanism and the political organization of Africans globally. Okay? I am a Pan-Africanist. Okay? Patrice Lumumba, the Honorable Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, John Henry Clark, Thomas Sankara. Okay,
Malcolm X was a Muslim.
Sobukwe. Pan-Africanism is based on 3 solid principles. There's more than 3, but the main 3 are: A, all African people in the world, whether you live in Gambia and you speak Wolof, whether you live in Johannesburg and you speak Zulu, whether you live in Kenya and you speak the Maasai language, whether you're in Brooklyn, New York, speaking English, or in London, England, speaking the Queen's English, or whether you are in Brazil or Angola speaking Portuguese, whether you call God Allah, or whether you call God Jesus, or whether you call God Yame or Olodumare or Chukwu, we believe, whether you light skin or dark skin, whether you butter almond or butter pecan or caramel or sweet brown sugar, no matter what flag you live under or what country you pledge allegiance to, we are all one race of Black African people. Do you understand? We are one race of Black African people. That's principle number 1. Family first. Your religion is not more important than your Africanity. Islam is not more important than African people. Christianity is not more important than African people. Nobody puts their religion above their race.
Shout out to Natural
except
Beauty.
us. The Arab may be a Muslim, but he's an Arab first. The Anglo-Saxon might be a Christian, but he's an Anglo-Saxon first. And the reason Africans are last is we put everything in front of being black. And that's why blackness is at the end. You don't have to give up your religion. Nothing's wrong with your religion. I was raised Muslim on my father's side and Christian on my mother's side. Both are beautiful religions. But unfortunately, we have allowed the Arab and the European to take these religions that we started, by the way. Muhammad ibn Abdullah was an African. Yeshua ben Joseph, Jesus Christ, was an African, but we've allowed them to take these religions and turn them into weapons against the people. So we must keep in mind that we must be African people first. Number two, all the African people must rise together or none of us will rise at all. This is very important because in Africa, you fight as individual nations or regions, but where is the continental-wide struggle? In the United States, we're still dealing with Jim Crow and racism. We're dealing with police genocide, the death of Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown and Freddie Gray and Philando Castile and Sandra Bland. And every day, the police killing another African in America. Economic devastation. Today is Black Friday in America, so most of your brothers and sisters are out shopping.
All right, so we know this was back in November, the day after Thanksgiving. I just don't know what year because the upload doesn't match anything. So I know it's not recent, and I can't say that it was when he went to Ghana or when he went to Limbe. So I have no idea when exactly this video takes place.
For cheap junk made by China in the United States. But we don't have no hospitals, but they can buy iPads.
Definitely.
We don't have no schools for our children, but they can buy Air Jordans. Michael Jordan married to a white woman. Why are you wearing his sneaker for? So the second point is all of us must work in concert together for the liberation of Africa and all African people. We go up together or not at all. See, the respect that Africa gets is automatically given to all of Africa's children, whether you like it or not. You could be a doctor in London. You could be a lawyer in America. You could be an engineer in Jamaica. You can be a business owner in Gambia. But at the end of the day, the respect you get is a direct reflection of the respect that Black Africa gets.
I got a feeling this is going to be crazy. Like, for real.
When I'm in Canada, the Chinese get respect. When I'm in Jamaica, the Chinese get respect.
When you was in Canada, you was scamming the people. You didn't want to give them the money. You didn't even show up.
When I'm in Gambia, the Chinese get respect. So does the European Jew. You know why? Because China gets respect. England gets respect. America gets respect. And wherever I find Black people, wherever we are in the world, there are four constants. I don't care if you're in Gambia. I don't care if you're in South Africa. I don't care if you're in Kenya. I don't care if you're in Ethiopia. I don't care if you're in Los Angeles, Brooklyn. I don't care if you're in Atlanta. I don't care if you're in Jamaica, Barbados, the Bahamas. I don't care if you're in China or Japan. I don't care if you're in Australia or New Zealand. Wherever you find Africans, there's four realities. Global. Number one, we are worshiping a white Jesus everywhere we go. Everywhere in the African world, Black folks are still addicted to white Jesus. I'm not talking Christianity. I'm talking the images that they use. Number two, wherever we go, we have large amounts of unemployed Black men unable to take care of their families. I don't care where you are. And along with that, large numbers of single Black mothers raising children by themselves without a father. No matter where you are, that's number two. Number three, no matter where you go in the world, African children are being fed a steady diet of self-hate through European curriculum structures. I don't care where you go. 500 years after Columbus, we still worshiping Columbus. Global. It doesn't matter where you go. It's the same. And the fourth reality for African people, no matter where we are, somebody who doesn't look like you controls your economy. I don't care where you go. You cannot name a country on earth that's Black. You can't name a community on earth that's Black. You can't name a neighborhood on earth that's Black where Black people are in control of their own economy. Who's selling you your rice? Who's selling you your bread? Who's selling you your napkins and cups, your shoes, your clothing.
Who's selling you?
100 years ago, they laughed at the Honorable Marcus Garvey for giving us the Black Star Line steamship company. But guess what? 100 years later, today, 90% of everything you eat, wear, use, and buy comes from a ship. But black people don't have any shipping lines, no distribution potential whatsoever. But yet we call ourselves free. In Africa, they've given us a flag and anthem freedom. They've given you a false democracy freedom, where you run and you vote. What is the purpose of voting when either candidate, when they win, neither of them controls any of the wealth of your nation? What difference does it make? You're voting for personalities, but you're not changing the policies. We have a mindset that says if you change the people, you change the system. Nothing could be further from the truth. 9 years ago, the United States of America, we chose Barack Hussein Obama. We put a black face on white whose face you see. The only thing that matters is the hand that controls the face. So we want to talk about mental health. Everybody in this room suffers from some form of post-traumatic stress because all of us have been victimized by global white supremacy. Everybody here. Whether it was slavery, whether it was colonialism, whether it was our children, neo-colonialism, we have all been impacted by the white power structure in one way or another. It ain't no coincidence that they pushing abortion all throughout the Gambia. They pushing hysterectomies. It's no coincidence that Bill Gates is flying around with immunizations for black children to prevent them from disease. If you really think those shots you've given your child from the World Health Organization and the Rockefeller World Population Council, they not bringing your child nothing that's going to save them.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure he was in this room talking to these folks. Looks like a couple of a white lady and, you know, maybe a mixed lady, you know, sitting in there. He was at a high school, you know, in New Jersey recently, because I get to the point to where I can only go so far into listening to these Umar Johnson rants anymore. And the Gambia rant is like definitely over an hour or not. It's like 53 minutes. I think we done did enough. I think we've broken down and got the point across. The fact that Umar has these people believing, and I'm hoping that our American brothers and sisters are not falling for the foolishness. Because again, the all-inclusive package where I stayed for a week, it was a $4,000 package, but it was split into two because it was me and my then wife and then another couple. Pulling up to the resort, like I said, you travel. It was an hour to the resort from the airport, and it was a lot of nothing. I saw a lot of, you know, what the people live like when we went on our excursions, and you know they had gas stations and whatnot, but their roads like real dirt, like dirt potholes, like it was mean out there. And so you knew once you got back on that resort, you was happy to be on that resort. Trust me. So leading or pulling up to the Gilgal Towers, I mean, literally the people had free refrigerators or whatnot outside of the resort. Now, mind you, the American dollar does weigh more over there. And I remember when we were on our excursion, the children was asking for $1 American because that was like $100 for them. And so you have to be careful, because if you go off resort and you're not with a tour guide and they know you are American, you gonna know it's more than just black versus white once you get out of, you're not in America no more. Because you're looked at as a dollar sign over there. We listened to K&K Squad, the lady that donated $10,000 in the school bus allegedly to Umar Johnson, according to her. She said she did that. She moved over to Ghana. And she's complaining about how it's just terrible, how the people over there taking advantage of you because you are American. And they look at you as having money. So imagine if you link up with Umar and this tourist investment, and they know you are from over here. They gonna upcharge you on everything. Everything is gonna be highly overpriced because you are looked at as money. These folks done had this tower up and running and keep reframing it and re-promoting it, repackaging it and re-promoting it. And now it's coming soon again. Do these expats research before they go? I don't know. That's a great question. Hopefully not. Hopefully no one falls for this con. I don't know. So many people are looking for the repatriation. Shout out to the pull-up team because everybody that was gifted a membership on yesterday, live. Well, no, we didn't go live yesterday. We went live on Wednesday. So everybody that was part of that live stream that was gifted a membership will be able to join in tonight on Under the Crown, where we will be talking about Sister Hanara and the repatriation to Benin. And oh boy, for all of those pull-up team members that know who Sister Hanara is, that has been wondering what's going on, you are going to trip once you find out what she got going on. Shout out to the replay game because we are getting into the algorithm all because of you. And I need for you to hype up this video if you have not already. Please thumb up the video if you have not already. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell. We are on the road to 10,000 subs. I need for you to join the cause. And thank you to all the people that donate to the show by hitting $IMDKKC on the Cash App. You have been really helping your boy out this week. I really, really, really appreciate you. And if you have any receipts or if you have any show topics, send them to thekkctv@gmail.com and we'll make sure we get to your story. Now, listen, Mary Ann said that she is going to be talking about the house that Umar Johnson purchased in Ghana and how that house got all the upgrades and yada, yada, whoop the whoop. We just listened to Umar Johnson talk to these people and tell these folks over in Limbe that he knows folks that he can bring over here and he want to bring a group of people and they are wanting to be entrepreneurs and yada, yada, whoop, whoop. And I believe that community of people is the same community that Mary Ann is talking about. My. Thank you so much, Mary Ann, for shedding the light continuously and helping us connect the dots because this Umar Johnson saga is crazy and I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. So listen, if it's daytime where you are, make sure you have a great rest of the day. Hey, cool, like this was a receipt show and I'm your boy KKC. And listen, Umar Johnson's 2023 Limbe deal was exposed today. Black Americans Fund Tourist Resorts that launched in 2024, 2025, 2026. When does it end? When is FDMG launching? Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.
When the truth gets twisted, the streets listen.
Welcome to the Symposium on Excellence by Design. Our Folkrock community is on strategic investments and driving development across Africa. Together, we will build sustainable growth and excellence. As we explore excellence by design, we must consider tourism. This requires strategic funding as outlined in these documents. And let's not forget the vital role of the diaspora.
Pull up. It's time to follow the money. Receipt Show with KKC.
William Clay got a nerve to have my videos on his website. It's pull-up time. Writing letters telling people I'm smoking crack. I went to jail for selling crack, smoking crack. I'm still in school money. All right. Pull-up crew. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I can handle the videos, but when you start going to the white man trying to sabotage my work and my profession, you can't take that no more. Can't take that no more. I'm gonna take a few, before I take a few questions.